Hello, ladies and gentlemen, racers and race fans all around the world. Thank you very much for joining us here for Slipstream Racing. We're back for round 3. This time we're at Istanbul Park, and it's going to be an ordinary F1 race. But if you know Slipstream Racing, it'll be anything but full of excitement, mayhem, and pit stop strategies being called for all of the drivers. It'll be awfully exciting to see how they navigate this course. This course has 14 corners. We're located in Istanbul, inner city, as it's known, and host to Formula One. Built the high standards of the sport, look to expand to new markets here in Istanbul. Go ahead and take a look at the calendar before we get too far along, and then we'll jump right into the qualifying session and see how the drivers are faring. As you can hear, the cars are roaring in the background. Round 1, we've been to Hockenheimring. Round 2 was at Grand Valley Speedway. Round 3 was at Turkey, Istanbul Park. And we're headed to Saudi Arabia, Hungary. We're headed to Autodromo de Palmadera. United States for Road America, Belle Isle, then Magny-Cours, Indonesia, then USA again for Watkins Glen, finishing things off with 100% race distance at Autopolis in Japan. Exciting championship that we have in store for all the drivers, and we're only 1/3 of the way, or 1/4 of the way done, I should say, as we are not even done with Istanbul Park yet. We've only just begun. Let's head on over to the live screen so we can get a look at all the racing action. Look at those times trickling. Half a second separates the top 7 drivers right now. There's a few drivers going backwards at the same spot, and is this right? We've got 17 drivers taking to the racetrack here tonight. 17 drivers taking to the racetrack tonight. This might be one of the biggest grids I've seen so far in Slipstream Racing history. This is going to be very exciting to see how all the drivers end up managing getting through the first couple of laps together. 4 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock, folks. And we've got plenty of more racing action yet to come right after this. Trent H with a 1:23.425. He's going to top the charts in P1. Ahmed A in P2 with a 1:23.436. Matt Chevry in 3rd place, who stole the fastest lap in round 2 away from Cody Lawrence last round running, has a 1:23.608. 1:23.623 for Jaden Neal. Cody Lawrence with a 1:23.624. Wowza, is that correct? That is correct. 1,000 separating Jaden Neal from Cody Lawrence right now. And Colin Edwards, 3/10, almost 4/10 off the good from the leaders. Elegance, half a second back. Cameron Ketchin, 9/10 back. Another 9.982 for Spanini. Pete Rader, then Senti, Twisted Jack, James Shorter, Cody Fowers, Athena Manisil, and then Mr. Pearmain. new PB for Elegance was just set, a 1:23.703 on that previous lap. Only good enough for 7th place overall. Best the 1:24.3 set by the car behind. That'll be Cameron Ketchen in 8th place. Here's Trent H, your pole sitter provisionally right now, with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the qualifying session. Trent performing out of his skin right now, I must say. As his results have been a little hit and miss recently. Not exactly where he wants to be, I don't think. Trent H taking a DNS for Grand Valley Speedway and getting, actually, excuse me, I take that back, 2nd place. He got 2nd place at Hockenheimring. That's because, of course, I believe Colin Edwards had a 5-second penalty and fell back to 4th place. No, he took 3rd place. Trent H took 3rd place. Matt Chevry took 2nd place. But Colin Edwards, yes, he had the 5-second penalty and dropped it. So Trent actually performing very well in Season 10 right now, and hoping to continue on that amazing track that he's on. Couple drivers trying to upset that run though. M&A, Colin Edwards, Matt Chevry, Jaden Neal, and Cody Lawrence. But Trent coming through the backside of the circuit right now. Turn 9 all the way down to turn 11. Here's Spunini, and now over to Pete Rader. 20 seconds left in this qualifying session, folks. Midwest FPS asks, evening, Sauger. Any more broadcasts with Mike and slated in the future? Not that I know of. We're going to be streaming on World of Racing mostly these days, but I haven't seen Mike Noss in quite some time. I'll have to check in with him. Great to see you back, Midwest FPS. Shamlik, hello and welcome to the chat. Thank you very much for being here. That'll be a new PB set by Pete Rader, 1:23.888. That'll be good enough for 8th place overall. Puts him in front of Cameron Ketchen. Well, thank you very much for lurking, Midwest FPS. I appreciate the love and support. Hopefully we'll get more streams coming up on the Real Highs Twitch channel here soon. As we've got multi-streaming figured out, we're able to work that out for a lot of our clients, and they're not too perturbed about that. Elegance getting a practice start going. Interesting. See how that works out for him. And the qualifying session is now officially concluding. So we'll head over to pit lane in just a few moments, and we'll do a livery shakedown. And here's Twisted Jack in the Bowls livery. Practicing the pit stop is absolutely crucial for this race. Trent H in P1 right now, driving the number 84. Pretty good in his Corvette livery. Ahmed A in the number 1 Verstappen car. And this will be second place for him. Colin Edwards in third place, the number 2 with a 1-2-3-5-9-4. Matt Chevry driving for Team Ferrari, the number 16. Jaden Neal in fifth place, driving for the Visa Cash App Red Bull Oracle machines. Cody Lawrence now driving a Cadillac of his own, driving the number 11 Racing. Elegance driving the blacked out Ferrari. Pete Rader driving the Williams Racing car. Cameron Ketchen in ninth place, driving the number 4. Spoonini, the number 10, in 10th place in the number 5 vehicle. Senti, the 11th place car, driving for Team Octane. There's a safety car. Twisted Jack for AIEA Racing. James Shorter for Octane Esports. Cody Fowers for Slipstream Racing. Athena Manisil for Aston Martin. And Pierman driving the Red Bull Racing car. See the wonderful grid of vehicles that we have. We're just a few moments away before we get rolling towards turn 1. Turn 1's going to be a very fast left-hander leading in towards turn 2, a long right-hander that seems to never end. Turn 3 and turn 4 is really where we're going to see some passing opportunities being made. Waiting for all the drivers to load their setups and get ready to go. Revving their engines in anticipation of the red lights to come on, and then they'll go green. Here we go, folks. Green, 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 away we go, everybody. And it is a scramble in the background, trying to find a way through. There goes Colin Edwards trying to find his way through. And who is that? Jaden Neal squabbling for position in the background. It sure is Jaden Neal in the Red Bull Cash App car. Oh, and then someone sideways in a Red Bull. That might be Ahmad A. That is Ahmad A. Cody Lawrence, Jaden Neal, both getting promoted into their own right now as we approach turn 6 and look towards 7 right now. It's going to be a battle for the lead of the race between Colin Edwards and Trent H. They got to work together right now to escape the clutches of Jaden Neal and Cody Lawrence if they can, but I don't think they have enough time to work that conversation out in their helmets. They're just going to keep on pushing each other as far and as fast as they possibly can right now. Let's take a look just a little further back as Senti spins out and just gets a little collected there, going the right way this time around. Thank goodness no damages on, but that will be a move by Cody Fowers going into the braking zone of turn 9 and in through 10 side-by-side action as there goes Pierman. Pierman goes forward and Cody Fowers stays right where he thanks to Akina Manison. Of the drivers taking to the C1 compounds. There's a pass for opportunity. Natchavri gets past Colin Edwards off the good, headed down in towards turn 1, using a big helping dose of that DRS, I would imagine. No, DRS was not enabled on that first lap, so he should not have had a helping dose of DRS, and I don't see any penalties pulled up, so that was strictly on pace alone. Natchavri doing a great job of pulling one out of a rabbit's hat and getting that move done and dusted very well. We're back at Pete Rader as Rader chases down Cody Fowers 2/10 of the gap. But what about Senti going side by side with James Shorter? This is going to be an epic battle between the Octane cars, and it'll be hot and hectic here. But it looks like one of the drivers backed out. Senti goes forward, and all while we were looking at this one, James Shorter got by Pete Rader. Now the gap is now 1.5, 1.2 seconds. Let's check on Elegance as he's trying to make the move on Cody Fowers, a big boss man himself, looking like he is under threat right now, driving on those C1 compounded tires. And yes, this is going to be a hectic battle. This is what it's going to be like all race long, folks. Trade, and there goes Spoonini. A little off kilter there. Allows Pete Rader to sneak right on by, and Elegance goes by as well. Surprisingly, seeing Spoonini fall back a handful of positions so quickly early on in this race, perhaps just managing the tires this early on. I can't tell you what was going through their head per se. They look to be doing okay now, back in the rhythm of things. Not dropping any additional more positions off the chart. Oh, there's a little bit of off in the cars out in front. Pete Rader now squabbling with James Shorter. Elegance now getting involved. We might go 3 wide, headed down towards turn 10, but no. It's going to be 11 where the moves are made. It's going to be side by side on entry. The black and yellow Ferrari making the move up the inside. Elegance on Rader. Rader on Shorter. There's going to be a full race squabble for the remaining 34 laps of this race. So great progress being made. Catching up to Colin Edwards. Disastrous for the leaders running out the front of this grid, but we're going to keep an eye on this 4-way squabble right now because I feel like we can go anybody's way. Jaden Neal gets past Colin Edwards quick, fast, in a hurry. There's another pass for position in this pack. That'll be Shorter getting past Rader. That'll be a snap back for position from the Octane driver. No, not right now. Elegance just disconnecting from the pack behind him, looking pretty good right now. At this rate of pace, he should be catching up to Senti within the next lap or two. Three-way squabble here. Jaden Neal leads Colin Edwards, leads Cody Lawrence. Pete Rader tumble and fall down the order, coming through what looks like turn 4. Regains his composure and is back driving in the right direction again. Jaden Neal getting passed by Colin Edwards with a big dive here, and Colin Edwards covering it off and passing on pace alone. Cody Lawrence now trying to find a way past Jaden Neal. That was not a move I expected to happen so soon. Goes to show you how much I know about these F1 leagues. Here we go down into turn number 1. Colin Edwards is doing an amazing job to hold off two veterans like Jaden Neal and Cody Lawrence right now. All the while backing up the pack and these drivers into a worse for wear situation where they will not be able to catch up to Chevry and Trent H out in front. He's doing an amazing job of keeping this championship still viable for Trent H and Matt Chevry. Trent, who is sitting in 8th place right now, Chevry sitting in 3rd place in the standings, would be delighted to walk away with a win tonight. Gaps come down to 1.3 seconds. Trent H still commanding it right now. Pulling up the live timing. Last lap, 27.4 for Trent, 27.1 for Matt Chevry. So the pace is dropping from Trent on those C3 compound tires. Matt Chevry also losing a little bit of pace, although his best lap is a 27.00. His last lap a 27.5 this time around. But not too bad. And there is Elegance getting past Senti. This is going to be a move, Shirley going in towards turn 1. There is a big send out of Jaden Neal. He's going to go off and wide and into the grass. Cody Lawrence trying to find a way past Jaden Neal, does so in the meanwhile. Patience is a virtue here, and that paid dividends for Mr. Colin Edwards and Cody Lawrence as they both were able to get by Jaden Neal's little exuberant adventure. Jaden Neal getting off of the C1 compound so early. That is an interesting call there. The Visa Cash App Racing Bulls coming down pit lane on lap 8. Technically, it's only lap 7 for those compounded tires. Looks like a pretty long pit stop for Jaden Neal. He's rolling again, and he's all the way down into 11th place. Colin Edwards also coming down pit road, though. PC2 compounds for both Jaden Neal and Colin Edwards on lap 8 of 38. We'll keep an eye on their lap times and see how they go. Last lap was 1:34. That's because of the pit stop for Jaden Neal, 1:38.7. Pit stop that he had to serve. 1:27.5 to 1:27.2 for the leaders right now. It's not enough for Matt Chabris to catch back up to the leader. Let's check in with him. You can see the gap right there in front of our very own eyes between the first and second place drivers. Spoonini has a ton of pace right now. 1:27.8. Driving on the C1 compound. Lapping almost a second faster than the car in front of him of Senti. Elevates with a 28 flat. Should be able to catch up to Cameron Ketchen here shortly. In the next 5 laps or so. Checking the Pete Rader as they're within a second of Ina Manisel. Inside line on corner exit, 3 wide going up the hill though. And it's going to be Jaden Neal and Pete Rader getting through, but Jaden Neal gets the 2-for-1 special over Pete Rader and Athena Manisel. Judge of pace there out of Jaden Neal to be able to get that move done cleanly and safely. Going 3 wide on corner exit is usually one of the safer places to go 3 wide rather than doing it on corner entry. Cars are obviously closing in on an apex in front of you. Now the gap between P1 and P2 is opened up to almost 2 seconds now, and Matt Chabris losing some pace. It's closer than 2 seconds on the track map, but there it is, 4/10 lost on that last lap alone. Something's going on with Matt Chabris' car where he's not feeling as comfortable as he once was. Jaden Neal looking back at Pete Rader. Jaden Neal lapping around 2/10 faster on this lap than he has on his previous. Gets around James Shorter as if he was standing still with a helping hand of the drag reduction system opening up. Twisted Jack's rear wing is open as he's trying to get a move done on Piermain and gets past Piermain in the braking zone for the penultimate corner. Oh, and Spoonini has Spoonini'd out. I've been waiting all race to say that. Unfortunately, Spoonini'd the wrong way across the racetrack, and the man who had quite a lot of pace just finding perhaps a slip and slide across the track or a banana peel. That caused him to lose that rear end and go into the braking zone. Pete Rader almost runs to the back of James Shorter, avoids the collision, and uses the extra runoff there at corner exit, but Swanini gets by Rader because of that unfortunate slip-up. Colin Edwards getting by Ahmad A. Trying to challenge for that position, but I think it is futile at this point. What happened to Colin Edwards? He's so far back behind Jaden Neal now, it is unbelievable. .128.0, 127.7 for the leaders. Cody Lawrence 128.1. 128.2 for Cameron Ketchum. Cameron's not catching up to Cody Lawrence. Cody's not catching up to Matt Chevry, but Chevry is catching up to Trent H. out in first. Ebb and flow of a couple of tenths here or there. Getting past James Shorter, and meanwhile Athena Manasil gets passed by Amanda A. Here amongst brethren. Will this be a pass back for position headed down in towards turn one? Here's Colin Edwards trying to make a similar move headed down in towards turn one. Goes the long way around the outside, maybe cooks it a little bit there, but no, he manages to hold on. We're going to go fully side by side through turn one, turn two as well, why not? And into turn three, it's single file line as the order of the day, folks. And Elegance actually gets past Cameron Ketchum. Has Ketchum stopped somewhere on the racetrack? No, not seeing anything. Riding on board with Cameron Ketchum as we chase down Senti. Yes, there was a spin for Cameron Ketchum. That promotes Elegance into fourth place overall. Puffs of smoke coming out from the rear end of these cars as the drivers are pushing very hard on the corner exit. Ooh, Cameron Ketchum really closing down the gap on Senti in front. Covering off the inside line. Cameron Ketchum going a little bit to the outside. Pushes hard. DRS flap is wide open. Gets the overspeed going into the following corner, the penultimate corner, and then leads this battle into a duo. a shorter coming into the pits. Car is still having the DRS flap open from getting through on shorter. There is a send and a half from Edwards, but makes it look calm, cool, and collected. Ahmed A gets a bit of a wiggle on corner exit, forcing the Red Bull to squirm like a worm. And that opens up an 8/10 gap to Colin Edwards out in front. Gap still maintains 10 seconds from Cody Lawrence to Matt Chevry and Trent H at the front. Matt Chevry, 127.6 the last lap, 127.8 for Trent. It looks like Trent is here to play ball this season. Cameron Ketchen, the next driver to come down pit road. Looks like Jaden Neal is the first of the drivers to have taken that mandatory pit stop up at the front of the grid. Let's actually take a look at the pit stops. There it is on the left-hand side of your screen. Senti and Jaden Neal taking their first pit stops already. But now Jaden Neal getting that one done in the pit cycle. Ahmed A was just in pit lane. He is in pit lane. Excuse me. Taking his second pit stop of the evening. Comes out on track next to his brother Oracle Red Bull Racing driver. That'll be Mac Pierman. Twisted Jack having a bit of a slip and slide moment. Gets passed by Ahmed A. And would you believe it or not, folks, we're about halfway through this event already. Trent's now taking his pit stop. Elegance running in 4th place, not having taken a mandatory pit stop yet. Matt Chevry did take his pit stop already. That's why Cody Lawrence inherited the lead of the race on the C1 compound. Cody's just trying to go for a one-stopper to the end. Pete Rader coming down pit road now. This should be his first of the night. Yes, that will be his first of the night. That undercut strategy worked out well for Matt Chevry. He's only within spitting distance of Trent H now, 2 seconds off the good. Onto the C1 compound yet again, though. And Trent is on the C2 compound, trying to make it to the very end. That might be a little bit of a stretch. See how well the C1s perform. Trent H squabbling with Athena Manisil, number 14 car, trying to get past him going into turn 1, trying to get a little bit of an awkward situation. Be able to get by without any damage or any contact with the two drivers. Now will be Matt Chevry's turn to do the same. Will he have the same hiccup and go? Or will he just be able to get the giddy up and go? Looking to the inside line. And yes, he is getting the same hiccups there. Caught in the dirty air, a little bit of a wiggle on the corner exit. Manages to maintain his composure and keep driving forward right now. Spoonini into the pit. Oh, and Matt Chevry trying to get past so desperately. Off into the grass for good measure, and took a little bit of excursion in that grass as well, avoiding getting onto the asphalt too quickly. Just lost a little bit of time to Trent H now, but did not lose out on any desperately needed positions for his championship standings. He is about 12 seconds back from Cody Lawrence, who might get a free pit stop out of this in front of Matt Chevry. Cody lapping at 128.0, 126.4 for Trent H. Who's that into the pits? That'll be Cody Lawrence coming down pit road next. Matt Chevry does get that position in front of Cody Lawrence. Thank goodness. Cody coming out of pit road now. Now into the clutches of Elegance of all people. Elegance has just been on a rampage tonight. The driver coming out of nowhere, having a bit of a Cinderella story, looking for their first podium. Battling with some heavy hitters, Trent H., Matt Chevry, Cody Lawrence, Jaden Neal, to only name a few on the grid tonight. There goes Colin Edwards into 6th place, 20 seconds off the good from Jaden Neal. Take a look at the Twisted Jack Pierre Main battle. Elegance now down pit road they go. That should be their final stop of the night, and they shouldn't lose too many positions now as they are rolling out of pit lane. Just one to Jaden Neal, so that should be a good result for Elegance on this occasion. Colin Edwards down pit road they go. .6 out of Cody Lawrence. Wowza. Well, this is not going to go well. With 14 laps remaining, I'm not sure the C3 compounds are going to hold up. Cody Lawrence's pace is definitely there right now. At that lap timing, it's 1:26.7 for Trent, 1:27.1 for Matt Chevry, 1:25.6 for Cody Lawrence. How long can Cody keep up this pace for on those medium compound tires? Softest of 3 sets available this weekend. 126.7, 126.1 for Cody Lawrence. Matt Chevry has got to hurry up and go. He's got his foot planted to the ground right now, trying to build a gap between himself and the car behind. This is a league that uses real penalties, so the driver should be getting warnings for track limits, blue flags, all that good stuff. Cameron Ketchen 1 second away from Senti. That might be the next car to get up on the chopping block. 127.7 to 127.3. It's gotten a little bit quieter for the final 12 laps of this race, folks. Breath being held, caution being displayed. A lot of these drivers are happy to sit where they are right now as far as points are concerned, and a few of them know that they have to be mistake-free when they make it to the checkered flag to gain any more hollow points than they got, Cameron Ketchen being one of them. The writing on the wall, knowing that he has to be mistakeless to get by Senti. Cody Lawrence now within that threatening 1 second range of Matt Chevry in front. Should see the DRS flap opening now. And that car is just looking menacing. Chevry, will he go on the defensive in towards turn 1? No, he will not. He'll try to turn in, but Cody Lawrence is already there with a big fat send it sticker on the inside, and there is a move for the second place on the podium. Neal into pit lane one last time. Chevry is still pushing hard, trying to stay within touching distance of Cody Lawrence out in front of the number 11 Cadillac racing car, but will unfortunately not be able to catch back up. Those softer compound tires are just too fast, nearly a second slower on that previous lap. To catch back up to Trent H. That might be a bit of a stretch for Cody Lawrence right now. But if anybody can do it, it would be him. Check out the Cameron Ketchen battle with Senti again. Both drivers on equally matched tires, C1 compound. And both are about a lap apart from each other. Senti pitting 11 laps ago, Cameron Ketchen pitting 12 laps ago. Traffic take it away. On this occasion, it gives nor takes. either one of these drivers, the gap still stays pretty consistent, 4 tenths between them. Matt still doing a good job, stays within that 1 second range of Cody Lawrence for another lap, just barely holding on. This battle is not going anywhere, not for another 8 laps or so. I think Cameron Ketchum knows his number might be called with the name of Senti on it. 127.7 to a 127.7, identical lap time. For those of you worried about Trent H right now, don't. 126.2 was his last lap, compared to a 125.8 from Cody Lawrence. Not getting enough time for it to really matter at this point. 8 laps remaining, it would take a miracle for Cody Lawrence to catch back up, or a big slip up from Trent. Let's see. Right on board with Ketchum. There it is, moving the outside line. Will this be the final acting move? It will be. But now the snap back coming through the following corner from the Octane driver of Senti. Trying to find a way by, and they bump and run and tussle with each other. And I imagine if they could flash headlights on these cars, Cameron Ketchum would be hitting the flasher button incessantly. Ketchum's second attempt to make the same overtake with 6 laps remaining. The same move yet again, side by side, is concluded. Into the braking zone, the move is promptly dealt with. Now will he defend a little bit harder though in the following sector? He does. Final corner though. Same bump and run, no bump and run, no touchy there. This is the finest of gentlemen's clubs and establishments. There is no touching allowed here. Maybe just a little touching. Check back in with our leader, Trent H., leading the charge for the Corvette racing team in P1. Cody Lawrence for Cadillac Racing in P2. Matt Chevry in third place. Elegance will be rounding the corner in fourth place, all by his lonesome right now, 24 seconds off the good. Jaden Neal running in fifth place right now, taking an extra pit stop over the rest of the field, trying to claw his way back into this one with the C3 compound. Senti in sixth place, now in front of Cameron Ketchen yet again. This is Cameron Ketchen and Senti's battle for 6th and 7th. Ahmed A in 8th. Colin Edwards in 9th. Pete Rader in 10th place. Pierman in 11th. Twisted Jack in 12th. Shorter in 13th. And Cody Fowers in 14th. Check back in with a never-ending battle between these two gentlemen. Senti and Cameron Ketchen. All is battling between the two of them is allowed Ahmed A to catch back up in 8th place, only 8/10 away. Now Cameron Ketchen is going to go for the same move yet again with the DRS, and under the braking zone it looks like Senti wants to snap back, but Cameron Ketchen holds on, hooks it into the corner, and now going into the final corner, will there be more calamity or will it be peace and quiet? Now the two drivers behind are going to have the helping hand of drag reduction system opening up. Senti is going to go full send baseball up the inside line. Cameron Ketchen's going to have to put on his Mr. Defense hat. And we're going to go all the way through turn 1 side by side and leading down in towards turn 2 and turn 3 side by side. Action continues. This time Senti gets the move collected in front of Cameron Ketchen. 3 laps remaining and Ahmed A will catch back up, and now it's a 3-way squabble for 6th, 7th, and 8th place. My goodness, we're in a 3 wide, aren't we? Going into the next corner. No, we're not. Cameron Ketchen gets the move done on Ahmed A and in front of Senti. Now Senti and Ahmed A trying to go after it. Side by side coming into the final corner. Now who's going to be actually in the lead? It's Ahmed A in front of Senti, but both drivers have the helping hand of the drag reduction system opening up. Cameron Ketchen's going to be grinning from ear to ear, saying, finally you have someone else to battle other than with me. Leave me alone, please. And now Ahmed A is grinning from ear to ear as well. He's got one position done. He's going to catch up to the next driver here at the following corner. Goes a long way around the outside, trying to make the switchback a viable option. But no, not on this occasion will it be. Battling trio now allowed Colin Edwards to catch up for his top 10 battle with 2 laps to go. Yeah, it looks like Colin Edwards got the one done. inside line. Colin Edwards on the defensive. At your free pits, presumably to go on the soft compound tires to take the fastest lap away from anybody. He does pit for a new set of tires. He's on the C3 compound. Cameron Ketchum and Ahmed A going after it, but this is Colin Edwards getting a move done. 2-for-1 special there. Oh no. Oh no, not the way we want to see a four-way battle end. Cameron Ketchum gets the worst of it and gets spun around. Not sure if that was self-inflicted or if he was touched there, but either way, not the way we like to see the battles end. We are on the final lap of the race. It's been Trent H from green to checkered flag. He's commanded this race and everybody's respect this time running. No penalties needed to be given to the drivers in front for this podium tonight. Trent being claimed to be the king of Istanbul Park. He can rightfully claim that seat at the top spot of the podium, the throne, if you will, as he gets ready to cross the line and take the checkered flag. Bested boys like Cody Lawrence, Jaden Neal, Matt Chevry, but Trent H has won the race. Congratulations to Trent for an amazing drive here tonight. And celebratory donuts are well deserved for sure. Cody Lawrence in P2 will not be doing any donuts next to his fellow countrymen. Matt Chevry crossing the line in third place. Should take the fastest lap away from anybody else. Third place for him. Elegance in fourth place. Jaden Neal will cross the line in fifth. .125.0 for Matt Chevry. That will be the fastest lap of the race. Jaden Neal in fifth. Colin Edwards will cross the line in sixth. Senti in seventh after a hard-fought battle with Cameron Ketchum and Ahmed A. And it's going to be a squabble to the line. Senti backing off there at the end, presumably running out of fuel just to get to the end. I believe that's the case. Cameron Ketchum in seventh, Ahmed A in eighth, Senti in ninth, Raider in 10th, Piermain in 11th, Twisted Jack in 12th, James Shorter in 13th, and Cody Fowers in 14th position. Victory lap here for Trent H. Well deserved. Oh, Spunini didn't have a pit strategy set, so he had no idea what to do in VR, and that's what led to his disqualification or his DNF. Sad to see. What's going on, Trackalicious? Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you very much for staying tuned for another wonderful round here at Slipstream Racing. I really appreciate all the love and support from the Real High to Slipstream Racing. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming out and supporting your favorite driver. Come join us next week on April 28th, where we're headed to the we're headed to Saudi Arabia on April 21st. And it's going to be a humdinger of a time. Following that, we're going to be at Hungaroring, then the Autodromo de Palmadera on May 5th. Thank you very much for being here, Spunini. Hope to see you back. You had some crazy pace out there. Looking forward to seeing you running again. Have a great night, everybody. And as always, please remember to stay safe out there. Bye-bye.